Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Live Show. It's a Monday night, and you know what that means. It means that Brad was not able to watch last night's episode of It Welcome to Derry, so he watched it today. So we're here to talk about It Welcome to Derry, Season 1, Episode 1. As always, it's an Nerd Chicana here to close the show on, so wonderful co-host Brad and Yoda.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to a wonderful, wonderful Monday. I got it right this time.
Monday. Brad is trying to multitask, so I'm not going to make him talk right now, but we are live on YouTube, Twitch, and on, YouTube and Twitch, as we're talking about Welcome to Derry, Season 1, Episode 1. If you're watching this right now and you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, click the notification bell, and also leave a like, as all that helps us out a lot, and we want to get to 600 subs by the end of the year. Please, don't break my heart.
Don't break my heart.
I want us to get to 600 subs. So freaking bad. We got to 500. I never thought we would even make it to 100.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I didn't even think we would make it to 50. But you know what, man? We're here.
We keep going.
Yep. We only need 17 more subs, guys. Please. Check us out. Subscribe. And do all that wonderful shit, please. Brad, we just did a review of Tetsuo the Iron Man. So that'll be available to everybody on Thursday.
Indeed.
But
Good movie. Recommend it.
Yep. Other than that, dude, I don't really got a lot to say. Other than it's Halloween this week.
I guess.
You ain't doing anything for Halloween, Brad?
Nah. I don't do shit for Halloween.
No. Are you sure the kids don't want to walk like 10 miles to get to your house? So that way they can
As I tell everyone else, if there's a child knocking on my door for candy, they're lost. They're lost and probably tired.
Because how the fuck did you cross the fucking the freeway?
Yeah,
whatever?
and then have to go up to my place. Yeah, no.
Brad, have you ever had a kid while you lived there come ask you for candy?
No.
For Halloween?
No.
Never? Okay.
When I was living in my previous place,
of course you had neighbors.
but no, I didn't have any trick-or-treaters.
No?
For some reason, they stopped. Like, they all went, like, the subdivision above me. And they never went down to, like mine, which was all the old retirees and stuff. So, I don't know.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you guys can't go with Brad. That guy's weird. He just likes to play Xenogears, and he talks about movies every day.
I did like Xenogears.
Like, don't go with that fucking weirdo. Like, cheap fuck's probably not even going to give you the good candy. Just a little backtracking for Patreon. Looks like the third Tetsuo film had Trent Reznor attached for a song in the closing credits, and Tarantino was going to be a producer.
So
yeah,
when I mentioned 9 Inch Nails and Grindhouse,
you weren't wrong.
I'm not far off.
Not far off at all. But man, that sucks, Brad. But yeah, I can see now where you live right now.
Yeah.
If a kid lights up
and,
your house.
and I'm sure it's like also like Christmas decorations. Like, why? Who the fuck's going to see them?
Your wife is going to see them.
Yeah, I guess, but no.
Does she not want Christmas decorations?
Nah, she would love. I think she would love Christmas decorations. It's just,
do it for your fucking wife, then, dude. That woman already deals with your ass most of the time. Give her the goddamn decorations.
So I did say like we could put up a tree, but then like Dill Pickle would probably be scared of it and run into it.
How would you? Okay. All right.
The dog's afraid of cardboard boxes. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Brad, there's cool like Star Wars Christmas ornaments. Like,
yeah, I know. I got a few Star Wars Christmas ornaments, but
yeah, you could do some cool shit with it, man.
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't really decorated for the seasons, and probably since Daryl died.
Yeah, Brad, you were not aware of it, but today's actually Day of the Dead for our wonderful fur babies.
Yes, the 27th. I was aware of it.
Yeah. Did you put anything out for Daryl?
No, like I don't. So the only picture I have is hanging on a wall.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like
you can just go to fucking Walgreens and print another one.
Yeah, I guess.
They're like $1.
No, and Daryl, he's too lazy to like make that trek.
You never know.
That's true.
You never know. But yeah. Today's a wonderful day to remember all our fur children, and of course, the first official mascot of the podcast, Daryl. Um, if you are on Twitch, you can actually have it. You actually have a better TTV emote, and it's of Daryl. He's been immortalized with that emote. And he's right there in the picture too.
Yep.
Yeah. When we first started this podcast, Brad got Daryl.
Well, when we first started this podcast, my house got broken into, and that's why I got
Broken
Daryl.
into. Which, once again, why in the fuck do you go all the way up there to break into his house?
Yeah. I don't.
Long
really
ass
know.
fucking journey just to go break into someone's house.
It's much of a walk. Pretty long walk to trying that. But I don't know.
Yeah, but we love Daryl, man. We miss him every day.
Yep.
He's a damn good dog, but he lived a long life.
Did you put stuff out for Andre?
No, because I I didn't have a fucking picture.
See, this man giving me shit. We in the same fucking boat.
But I always have his ashes out.
I mean, I got Daryl right there.
Yeah.
And his collar's up here.
I also don't have a separate table for an ofrenda, dude. I was gonna do it this year for my mom and my grandma, but we're going to Mexico City, so what's the fucking point of putting the table out if we're not gonna come back on time?
Yeah, true.
And knowing these dogs, they will find a way to get on top of that thing and eat the fucking food that's on top of the fucking ofrenda.
I'm positive. Yep.
Yeah, if you
I would
leave
feel the
them
same way
be,
about my dogs. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I didn't put anything out for Andre either. Oh man. Brad, let's go ahead and go float.
Let's all float down here.
Yeah. With that being said, if you have not watched the first episode of Welcome to Derry, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers or you've already seen the episode, go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes is your one and only spoiler warning, and is in effect after these words from our sponsors in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerdcore Live Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video.
My bad.
Fuck, dude. Put shit up for him.
I didn't realize I had to click the fucking box. By the way, since we're talking about It, and the original It in the TV film was Tim Curry.
Yes.
And I went to my first ever live viewing of the Rocky Horror Picture Show last Thursday.
So this could not be any more
with a shadow cast and very hilarious commentary. So it was a lot of fun.
So this could not be more appropriate, huh?
I will just say I don't think Tim Curry gets enough recognition for just how fucking good he is. Or what.
No, he does not.
No, he is probably one of the best actors.
I would really like for us to do that one on Patreon soon. I think we did promise Stacy we would do season 1 and season 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I would really like for us to do It, the 1990 miniseries.
Oh yeah,
soon.
Yeah, that shit is creepy. But I mean, like you watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show and he plays Frank, and you watch like It, and you watch like Congo, and you're like, all right,
What?
some of these movies and television like movies would be really shit if it wasn't for Tim Curry.
Yep.
He is the only exciting thing about any of these films.
All right, man. Season 1, episode 1, the pilot, which is a beautiful play on words because there's an actual pilot in here.
The series because it's the pilot.
But there's also a pilot in this episode.
A military pilot.
So,
yeah.
But 4 months after a classmate vanishes, Teddy, Phil, Lily, and Ronnie investigate missing children and strange events in Derry. Major Leroy Hanlon faces a cold welcome at Derry Air Force Base. episode is directed by Andy Muschietti.
That name
And,
sounds very familiar.
yep, you would know him from director of It Chapter 1 and 2.
Yeah. Okay.
And
That's why that sounds familiar.
infamously known for director of The Flash.
Ah.
And the upcoming director of the DCU's Batman, the Brave, and the Bold.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I mean, kind of all over the place in that.
yeah.
But we know the It's are good.
Oh, I love those movies.
Yeah, those movies are great.
Yeah. Brad, I have more to read here. Developed by Jason Fuchs, and teleplay by Jason Fuchs, based on a novel by Stephen King, and developed by Andy Muschietti and Barbara Muschietti. The episode stars Amanda Christine, Clara Stack, Miles Eckert, and Jack Malloy Legault.
Oh, Stacy says, "Don't worry about me. Do what entertains you." When you were talking about the Fargos, with Ezra Miller as the Bold. Oh, and one way to put it.
And we also have Giovanna Depo. It's been like hours, guys. Well, actually, it's been a whole day already since the episode premiere. I don't know if there'll be trivia, but let's see. Oh, we do.
These are based on a Stephen King.
Fuck you, Brad.
You don't say.
Lily's backstory regarding her father is a likely nod to the Stephen King short story, The Mangler. Brad, have you watched The Mangler?
I have not.
The Turtle Charm is a likely nod to the Dark Tower universe, also written by Stephen King. The Turtle is part of the It novel by Stephen King also.
Well, if anyone seen the movies, you know the turtle, I guess, God.
Yeah. Well, the only person that didn't die during the mutant babies attack wore a turtle charm. Mm-hmm. The turtle is a character force for good in opposition to its evil in the book. So I think we might just...
So you can say that Maddie saved Lily.
Which, we're bringing up the turtles, but the movies didn't bring up the turtles.
No, not really.
No, the movie didn't bring up the turtles.
No, but you think about it, they didn't have enough fucking time for that.
Yeah. Well, how are they going to explain the turtles not fucking coming up in the next one, in the next movies?
Well, you got an ability to tell it in this.
Yeah. All right, man. So, Brad, I've been waiting for this show for a while, ever since they announced it way back when they first announced HBO Max, before it was named Max and before it reverted back to HBO Max.
So, what are we? Are we HBO or are we HBO Max?
We're HBO Max. We're on HBO Max now.
Okay.
HBO Max, though.
All right.
So I've been waiting for this show for a while now, because I loved the 2 It films that released. I still very much like Chapter 1 more than Chapter 2, but I was satisfied with the way they concluded Chapter 2.
Also, let's just say Bill Skarsgård did hold his own as Pennywise the Clown. I think he was amazing in that.
Yeah.
I still say Tim Curry's still scary.
Miles better.
Scarier, miles better, but at the same time, for what the way definitely a more modern take of it. So I give Skarsgård credit for that.
So when they said they were going to do a prequel, I was interested because they drop a lot of information regarding the last couple cycles in the first film about, comes every 20 years and whatnot. We don't have familiar faces except for one. So the pilot, that would be Mike's dad, right?
I believe so. Also, there is another familiar face.
Who?
His name is said. It's not in this episode, but in the preview of the next episode. It's the caretaker of.
Oh, that's right, Dick Halloran.
Yeah. So
from The Shining.
he is driving. I don't know
Ooh.
if that's the colonel or the major or
Wait,
who.
I thought that actor died. Here we go again.
Wait. What?
I thought that. So wait, okay, hold on. Which Shining are we talking about? Stephen King's The Shining or the miniseries The Shining?
Um, Stephen King's.
Hold on, because Dick Halloran. I thought the
Well,
guy who
it's not
played
the
Dick
same
Halloran.
actor. It's not the same actor. It's just the character.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was the same actor. I
No,
thought they
no,
were gonna use the
I
same
don't think
actor.
it's the same actor. It's the same character though, because his name gets
Yeah,
mentioned in that.
yeah. Dick Halloran, man. That guy's so fucking creepy, man. Yeah, he did die. He died in 1996.
Yeah,
Okay, way before I was born.
yeah. So
1996. Yeah,
the character is the same, not the actor.
yeah. So yeah, Dick Halloran. Yeah, so my brother was telling me that. He was like, yeah, he died in 1986, Brad. Damn. Yeah, he's been dead for a while now. Yeah, I was, I was, my brother was telling me that because, like, he said, like, oh, basically all of Stephen King's novels are kind of like
They're
connected
interconnected.
together.
They're interconnected in what is known as the Dark Tower series, which this is my campaign right here for everyone to watch this show because
Good.
if this show does well on HBO, they might do a Dark
Finally do
Tower
that, which,
series.
by the way, has been in limbo for a while now.
Yes. So
I believe
give
Mike
this
Flanagan
show
is supposed to be
numbers.
working on that.
Give this show numbers.
Brad's like, I'm begging you. I do not want to die before I get to see a good Dark Tower.
Yeah, because I still haven't watched that shitty fucking movie, and
Yeah.
I have the DVD. I'm just refusing at this
You
point.
know who actually liked that movie? OG Luis.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm just saying, from a novel standpoint, you can't compress the whole Dark Tower series into an hour and 30-minute movie. It's just unsustainable.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, last I heard, I believe we covered that news a long time ago that, so they were working on it, that the rights were sold from Amazon to,
Yeah,
to HBO.
yeah, it's been around and around. So my take on this, I mean, they had the two movies that did overly well in it.
Yeah.
And this to me is them coming back and saying, "Okay, we're going to start off with this whole Stephen King. We understand everybody just said fuck you to Castle Rock, but we're coming back. HBO is actually doing this one. I don't think HBO did Castle Rock if I remember right. I think that was Fox or something.
See, that was Fox.
Yeah, which explains a lot. So HBO having their hands in this, and what we got from this first episode shows me how HBO would handle the Dark Tower series, and that is to literally show fucking everything. What
Yeah.
you need to do in that series, in that it is a horror fantasy series, and I mean, like the woman having a demonic baby, and you see the pregnancy, and like it comes out, it's like, yeah, that's Stephen King at his best. That's
Yeah.
scary shit.
Okay, so before we go into recapping and talking about this review, Brad, I do have good news for you. About 5 months ago, they were talking to Mike Flanagan, and Mike Flanagan says he's constantly working on his Dark Tower adaptation, which he describes as like building an oil tanker. I'm not gonna let Stephen King down. It's planned for 5 TV seasons and 2 movies.
Fuck yeah.
So
Which I think to
not
me,
in limbo. It's just he's still working on it.
yeah. Well, and here's the thing: is the Dark Tower series is a complicated series because it has all of Stephen King's novels. And this isn't just like the Cujos and the ones that we know about, like, or just the Gunslinger. It's like got characters from Hearts in Atlantis. Do you remember that movie from back in the day? It's
No.
got characters from that.
Jeez, man.
Matthew
So
McConaughey as the devil in Dark Tower, can't go wrong.
yeah. So I'm look, man. I'll go ahead and we can go ahead and open this up here, man. I thought this first episode was fucking fantastic. I thought it was a great way to open it up, and like I said last night, I just felt really glad to be back in Derry and back into this world because I believe it has been since 2019 since It Chapter 2.
I think so. I think it was right before the pandemic.
Yeah, because I was still doing my radio show. I
Hmm.
talked about it on the radio show. Um, so, um, sorry, Brad. Let me get comfortable here.
That chair.
Let me get comfortable here. I've been a while for me to have seen this world and be back into this, adaptation of Stephen King's novel. So, I love the imagery, and I love that we were able to kind of like, remind people, hey guys, this is HBO.
Yeah, this
We
is
can
this
take it to
HBO.
levels that we weren't able to do it in the movie.
Yeah, well, and that's what I was going to say is this episode seemed far more graphic than anything shown in the movies.
100%.
100%.
What, Brad? You saw a fucking clown baby come out of a woman's vagina.
Yeah, yeah, it went that great, and not only that, then the clown babies started flying around with the umbilical cord still stuck to it, and then like kill off a kid. I mean, you didn't see it kill off the kid, but you can assume.
Yeah. So, I am willing to bet that the rest of the season is gonna be around the same type of, you know, graphic
Which I
nature.
mean, if you have, and that's what you, I mean, fortunately or unfortunately for people, the stories that revolve around Derry, they're very menacing and they're not great, and they're horror stories. And I think that's what this first episode really opens up and tells you is, yeah, it's a Stephen King story, and we're about to scare you shitless.
Yeah. Brad, what's your initial thoughts on this first episode here?
I thought it was great. I mean, it brings you right back in to where we kind of, although I'm not going to say left off because this is technically like
Prequel.
this one is the prequel to what happened in the It movies. So, but it takes you in the town of Derry, and it kind of gives you an idea of what's going on. And so the Korea. So this is the 50s. So in the 50s in Derry, and you can still see. I thought it was good. They brought out like, okay, so we have a black military officer, and you still have soldiers that are racist. I
Yeah.
mean, this is the 50s.
Well, come on, Brad. Remember what Mike went through in that chapter one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and that was technically the 60s or 70s.
but that was
So
the '80s.
was that? Oh, was that the 80s?
I'm not sure, Brad. I don't know anymore.
See, Stranger
Um,
Things is the 80s, so it might have been the 80s. I'm
I
not
mean,
positive. Anyways, I think like it's definitely building up because you have on one hand you have on the story of this one family, and then you have this other hand in Derry. The main thing is all the children that go missing.
yeah,
We know what that's about. We don't
yeah,
necessarily know the origins of that, which is what this is telling us, and that's kind of cool because one, we got to see the deadlights again.
yeah,
So very interesting. And then yeah, I guess the demonic baby thing born is Pennywise. And I believe that family there is a Stephen King novel about vampires. It was one of his earlier ones. I couldn't tell you the title, but I watched a YouTube video and they were talking about the Dark Tower series and how all of it combined. There is a vampire novel,
yeah.
and that's what I think that family was.
Okay. Brad, yeah, chapter one takes place. Well, Georgie gets kidnapped in '88,
Okay.
and they go look for him in '89.
So this is going to the beginning. I mean, if he was in the Korean, so this could be 50s or 60s.
Because the whole idea is that he, what's it called? Well, they said they just came back from Korea, right?
Yeah.
So the Korean War ends in like 53,
1953.
and I believe it's like he appears like every 20 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say this is like this, like the late '50s, early '60s.
Yeah, so if he appeared in what were we saying, 88?
in 88,
This is probably 58. No,
68.
68.
Yeah. Because then before that, it would be
Well, and that would make sense given
48.
the child's ages in it,
Yeah.
chapter 1.
Yeah.
Or
So
what?
this is definitely, that's what's it called, Mike's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so, um, I really, sorry, I'm lost my train of thought there.
Can
Um,
I just say that they did very Games of Thrones in this? HBO going back to Game of Thrones, and it's like, hey, I kind of like these characters, and it's like, oh,
well,
well,
yeah, because like you spend time with these kids and like a lot
yeah,
like the kids in the first it, like you really grew with them and
yeah.
like
And
you
you're
really
thinking like,
liked them.
oh yeah, I'm gonna watch. Okay, so I'm
And
gonna
then
watch
everybody
these.
except for Lily and the other girl dies.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, well, okay, that's how we going back to it, HBO, huh?
Yeah. Um. So the whole beginning with Maddie, I mean, just was fucking brutal. I kind of felt that something was off when they picked them up. I was like, yeah, there's no way that these guys. And then I was like, you know what? Once they started like talking, I was like, this is Pennywise.
Well, you knew the issue is when you saw the "Welcome to Derry" sign again, and you're like,
Mm-hmm. Like, oop, yep,
that's yeah, this kid ain't making it out of here.
nope,
I was not
nope, he's not.
expecting the demon baby though. That was
That was not what I was expecting.
especially like so. And when we mean graphic, like the It movies, I mean they were bloody, but they weren't graphic to the point of you see a pregnant woman pull her underwear aside. Like she does this, she pulls her underwear aside
Pulls
and
her
has
underwear
has a
aside. Her
demon
vagina
baby.
is fucking cut open.
Yeah, you
Just
see that.
literally gives birth.
Yeah, the placenta, all that. You see this demon baby
Dude,
come out.
demon baby's fucking flying around with a fucking umbilical cord still attached.
Yeah. HBO Max, don't get too attached. That should
Yeah.
be the slogan.
Yeah, just like the demon baby, don't get too attached.
Yeah, like Game of
Yeah.
Thrones. Don't get too
Cut the
attached.
umbilical cord.
Yep.
It opens really good. And like you said, I really like these kids, man. I really like these actors. I really like the chemistry between Jack Malloy Legault and Dimitri. Wait, no, that's the rabbi. I'm sorry. What's his name of the kid? Cause, oh my god, man. Because it was what's it called? Maddie, of course, and then you had Phil, and then the other
Yeah.
kid.
So there's Teddy, Phil, Lily, and Maddie.
Okay, but who played Teddy, and why isn't he in the top billing?
And
Terry or Teddy?
Teddy, Teddy.
There's a Terry, Brad.
Well, this one is saying Teddy.
IMDb.
I'm on Screen Rant, so I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna guess it's Terry because it's
Okay.
written down in IMDb as Terry.
All right, so Terry or Teddy, one or the other.
So yeah, I
And
liked.
then,
I,
and
I
then
like.
not
Point
only
is, I
that,
like their dynamic. I like their dynamic.
well, yeah, until their dynamic is, I guess, just they've just become more missing
Dead.
children of Derry.
Along with his little sister, by the way.
Although poor Lily is left holding Phil's little sister's arm that just got chewed off,
Yeah.
which is terrifying in any case. And again, we're going back to this because after Possessor, you can listen to our review on that. Generally, you don't show kids getting killed
Murdered.
on screen. I mean, they don't even let you do that in video games usually.
Nope. Usually.
So I mean, this just opens up as a very okay. HBO, how hard were you gonna? Because one of the issues they had with Castle Rock, it was supposed to be this scary series of Stephen King novels all together, and it just wasn't. And
No.
that's because I think they had that issue of they can't go any further than this, and HBO doesn't have that issue. Which I mean, if you're gonna show a Stephen King, horror show,
Hmm.
fucking show the Stephen King horror show.
Yeah. And then I also liked Lily's and Maddie's dynamic that we got to see for a little bit, and where Maddie tries to kiss her, but I'm sorry, Maddie, but your homegirl plays for the other team.
Yeah.
Yep, it's as clear as rain, man. Homegirl's playing for the other team.
I mean, and Manny should have taken that a little better, but I can see, you know,
But he's a teenager,
he's a kid.
man. He's a
Yeah, and a
kid,
young,
dumbass.
he's a kid.
He's a kid. He doesn't know how to take that.
Yeah.
So of course he's gonna be embarrassed. But Lily feels what's it called guilty, and even his what's it called the other kid. He's like, dude, like if we would have gone to his party, he would have never gone out, and he would have never gone to that theater, and then this all would have not happened.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it just ends up being more missing children in the city of Derry,
Yeah,
which continues on into the 80s.
yeah. And it kind of reinforces the same kind of like survivor's guilt that the kids feel even into adulthood in it, chapter 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to say, like, I love the look of it. I mean, it takes us right back to the look of it,
Oh,
chapter
I
one.
I loved when they were in the theater and you had the movie playing, and then the
And then the whole red.
started. Yeah, the film started just to tear, and you got that orange, almost red kind of fire, or
Yeah,
Pennywise's hair kind of look, and you're like, oh, we're back,
yeah.
Barry.
Oh, yeah, we're back.
Oh
We're
yeah,
so fucking
we're
back.
so fucking back. I don't know if I want to be here, but we're here.
Yeah, I love that. So, like, cinematography wise, man, this looks fucking fantastic. Um, just really into this, man. And what do you think is going on with the pilot, Brad? I thought at first that was Pennywise, but then the guy comes in and those dudes run out running. So what's it called? They fight and they
So
go out running. So
so that was my one gripe on this episode is like, they're beating the pilot up. His friend rushes in the room and they start beating them up. And then the guys with the guns just kind of just like leave.
yeah,
And the dudes just like sit on the bed and go like, "You okay? You okay?" And I'm like, "Those fuckers are still in the house."
you're on a military base too, by the way.
Yeah, those fuckers still in the house, bro. Like, you want to go check? Maybe they left, or
Yeah.
they just waiting for you to fall asleep. I don't know.
So what do you think is up with that? Because I mean, they were asking them for like codes or something.
So they were trying to get him to spill confidential military secrets so he could be court-martialed.
Yeah.
So more than likely, it was the one dude, at least
Uh,
that one dude, the first who refused to salute him. I think.
yeah. So they're
Um,
trying to. They don't want a black man in the
but
military, so they want him.
here's the thing though, from the voice, because they had like a voice changer thing going on.
Yeah.
But from the voice, it sounded like his military commander.
Huh.
It literally kind of sounded like his military commander. So I don't know. Um, I don't think everything that we see on this is how and it's a Stephen King novel. So not everything like you're viewing, it's not necessarily how that's going.
Yeah. Um. But I'm interested to see because I saw the preview for like the rest of the season, and obviously, if you watched a chapter one, you know that Mike's dad had encounters with Pennywise,
Hmm.
and he's also messed up in the head. So
I think there is going to be they're going to tie something with the Air Force Base to Pennywise,
hmm
whether it be like because we know Pennywise is in from the movies. If you watch the movies, he is some kind of alien life form
yeah,
in a way. Um, so maybe the Air Force had that and they lost him.
yeah. I'm really interested to see us explore that. I want to see us explore the backstory of Pennywise and who he is and where he like what kind of entity he is. But also, I want to bring up because Pennywise is supposed to, and this will be the last thing we cover before we get out of here. Pennywise is supposed to take shape into what your biggest fear is, right?
Yeah,
So is Maddie's biggest fear being kidnapped and witnessing a live birth?
I Well,
because
from the little context clues we got from Maddie, we know Maddie's home life ain't great.
no, he's not
He's still sucking on like
a fucking
a
sucker. Yeah,
pacifier. He's sucking on a
pacifier.
pacifier. So and he's almost a teenager. So you know he has some issues. His home life's not great. Um, so his biggest fear, I don't know in this case. I mean, um,
Because Pennywise manifested itself as in like a nuclear family that picks him up. They're trying to kidnap him and kill him.
yeah, and well, and my feeling is I don't think like Pennywise is the whole family. I think that family is from the Stephen King
So a fear of a
that
sibling?
vampire film. So a fear of a sibling. I mean, if he already has like 10 siblings, if we can take context clues, yeah, maybe another one be like, holy shit.
Yep. Fuck, another one that they won't pay attention to me with for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could go that area. I don't
Yeah.
know, but I really feel like that first family is that family of vampires in one of the Stephen King novels, and they're just using that because to me, I'm hoping that like this kind of ties into everything else in the future eventually,
Yeah.
as the Dark Tower series. I'm just saying.
I know, Brad. I know. You really want this to
I'm just,
happen.
I'm just saying.
Brad, he's still working on it. At least be grateful that he's
But I
still
will
working on it.
say for the first episode of this, I'm very happy.
Very happy
It
with it.
is it
Final
is
verdict?
is very Stephen King. Um, I'm not gonna give it a 9 right away because I
No,
really
I'm very
feel
cautious right
I'm
now
very
of starting off with a 9.
I really think like this is gonna ramp up and it's already kind of ramped up. So I'm gonna go 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
I'm going 8.5 out of 10. I'm kind of leaning towards 8.75, but for the first episode called the pilot, I'll do 8.5 out of 10.
I'm swinging for the fences here. I'm going 8.75 out of 10.
Okay.
I'm very cautious of giving this a 9. I want to, but I know that we're barely starting off. But this was actually a really fucking good
It
episode
was
and a
really good.
really good way to start this series. I know that it's not showrun by Annie Muschietti. It's being showrun by his sister Barbara, and he's doing the executive producing and directing. I think.
But I mean, if you're in the family with the
Yeah,
guy who did the first two movies, I think you give a
you're in
shit.
good hands. And Barbara also, his sister also produced those two movies
Yeah.
too.
So
So,
so to me, that's saying like, yeah, Barbara cares about this series.
mhm, mhm. So I'm excited to see where we go from here. And I mean, this just it really surprised me, and I'm really
I mean,
excited.
it just puts you right back
Yeah, and that's what I'm
where
telling
we
you, man.
were.
I was just like, I'm excited to be just back in this because I fucking loved I love these movies, and it just felt good to be back in this atmosphere, but also the look and back to the imagery from the first movies.
So
First two movies.
Is Skarsgård reprising Pennywise in this?
Yes,
Okay.
and he's also producing it,
Oh yeah,
which
makes sense.
he was like, oh, I don't want to play him again because it's like really hard to live in that character. Comes back, accepts the role, and gets producer. Motherfucker, I think you wanted more money.
Yeah. I mean, if you've done it twice, like, and let's be real, that is a lot of costume, a lot of makeup. I'm
It
just,
is.
I'm just saying.
But
But
I don't know, man. I just,
let's just be happy he did accept, just because I do
I could
like,
not see anybody right now. At least with this, what's it called?
unless you were able to find a Tim Curry, like a new Tim Curry,
Yeah,
I don't see it. And
yeah,
also, I think this world really does look kind of like the first two It movies, so it just makes sense to have Bill Skarsgård back in as the clown.
yeah. All right, man. So, with that being said, what's it called? That concludes our review of season 1, episode 1 of It Welcome to Derry. We'll be back not this weekend, but next week. When I come back from Mexico, we'll probably cover episode 2 and then we'll do Sunday episode 3 as we kind of try to catch up here. Because I'm not gonna be home. I'll probably watch it, but I'm probably not gonna be home to discuss it. And I'm gonna be honest, like I'm on vacation. I don't want to fucking do a podcast on vacation, you know. So yeah, we'll see you guys when we come back. But for now, that concludes our review of season 1, episode 1 of Welcome to Derry. As always, keep up to date with us on the nerdcore.com, Twitter Nerdcore, Instagram Nerdcore, Letterboxd Nerdcore, TikTok at the Nerdcore, and patreon.com/nerdcore, and Discord link is in the description below. Hang out with us. Thank you to our executive producers, Stacy, and all of our wonderful patrons. They make it possible, and we love you guys so freaking much. Hang out with us in the comments, in the YouTube, in the live chats, and in the Discord, and all that wonderful stuff. And hang out with us and Stacy as well. Brad, we will not be on tomorrow, Tuesday,
Nope.
but we will be on Patreon on Wednesday and Thursday, and that'll be it until I'm back home, and we can, round out the penultimate episode of GMV season 2, and do some GMV. And that week when I come back will be just a catch up, and then we'll start November the week after.
I just wanted to say, I podcast all the time when I'm on vacation.
No, you don't, bro. Not when you're out of the you haven't been out of the country, you dipshit.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. It's gonna be a little rough, guys, because we only have 3 weeks, but we're gonna have that last week is gonna be a fucking crazy weekend. To catch up on the November stuff. But it's fine. If we have to just do 3 reviews, we'll just do 3 reviews, and Brad will just take, what's it called? Whoever wins the coin toss will take 2.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out. We'll do it, but we'll get through that when we'll cross that bridge when we have to. But Brad, for now, let's go ahead and get him out of here.
All right, Raul. Thank you, being host as always. Thank you to Stacy for joining us in chat. Thank you to our listeners out there at Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, don't listen to the music coming out of your sinks. Young Yoda out.